Hey yo, welcome in. Oh, feels like my voice is deeper than normal. I swear I'm not sick. Or at least hope. I hope I'm not starting to get sick. A little voice clear. Clear voice. I was about to drink some soda, but maybe some water would be better. La la la. There we go. That's better. Back to normal voice. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in the Discord, one of the entries that I added is that if you put a Twitch clip in the Twitch clips section in the Discord, then you get a giveaway entry for that. Pointing the wrong way. Boom! Right there. Giveaway entry into the giveaway box. That's getting pretty full right now. But I promise you, come April 1st, we'll choose a winner out of there. Okay? And don't forget, that's separate from giveaway is not the same thing as the contest. The contest is specifically not just for participating on Discord, but this is more for like participating on Twitch, if that makes sense. So if you do something, oh, maybe I should get my hand off of this because I'm explaining this instead. So like the contest would be more like if you subscribe or you resubscribe or you become a not just a subscriber for tier 1, but you do like tier 2, tier 3, or you have like the most consecutive subscriptions in a row. You get more entries for the contest each time you accumulate those numbers together. Accumulate. And then if you get a yearly anniversary subscribership, that also helps you out, bumps you up in the contest. And then also gifting subscriptions helps, and bits and money donations, all those things are things that help you with, boom, the contest. Whereas the giveaway, completely different. That's for doing things like following on Twitch, following on my other social medias, participating in chat during the live stream. So like you have to be the most participative chatter, not just participating, but like the most participative. Putting, like, this is one I added today, putting a Twitch clip that you added into the Twitch clip Discord channel. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, leveling up in Discord. Posting an introduction of yourself in the introductions channel in Discord. And if you get any referrals at all, so like if you get one of your friends to follow on Twitch or one of my other social medias or like participate on Discord, etc., that actually gets you 5 entries into the giveaway rather than just 1. So all those clarifications aside, if you have any questions and that was confusing, go to the Discord channel. Here, let me put that in here. Discord. Go to the Discord channel and go to questions and considerations. Ask anything you want, and I can lead you to the right way, help you get connected with your Twitch and your Discord, that sort of thing, so you have the right roles, yada yada. So, any questions at all, boom, go to the Discord, ask any questions you want there. Totally fine. Alright, so, are you ready? I actually need to do something super, super fast. I just realized that one of the things I need to do for the quest, is I need to know how to drink potions. And I looked that up earlier, and now I suddenly can't. Wait, it's the tab button. Here, okay, we'll try it out. And if I don't remember, then we'll look it up, and I'll like show you guys the YouTube screen. So that way you're in on that too. But, okay, we're doing this one. Oh, it's been a long day. This is nice to just sit down. Just sit down and play. Okay. So I need to do 3 potions. The focus potion, the maxima potion, the endurance potion, and the last 2 I need to use them at the same time. I'm pretty sure. Oh, do I hold down? No. Wait, hang on. Can I hold down? Ah, holding down tab is what does it. Okay. So let's see. Endurance potion is one of them. How do I move it? Do I just go like this? Okay. And then Maxima potion and Focus potion. Which one were the ones I was supposed to take at the same time again? Let's see, it was Maxima and Endurance. Okay. So, Maxima, Endurance. So if I take these super fast. And then take this one at the same time. Hopefully that counted. And then okay, I think that actually worked. Okay. So, nothing's wrong with me. I'm just, you know, piece of stone. Gotta stay like this for a while, I guess. There we go.
Excellent.
So shiny.
I think I'd have made an excellent seeker. I have a sharp eye. Can spot the shadow of a demiguise in the snow.
Dude, you don't even see this glowing person in front of you.
So many other ways to travel now.
They are definitely not going out of style. I'll tell you right here and right now. I want a broomstick.
Raven or an owl. Then I wouldn't need my own broom.
Get out of here, doors. Whoop. We were supposed to go through the door. It's fine. Oh, this is the same way I was trying to take up to the,
Potions when Professor Sharp is so
What is wrong with his eyes? She looks happy.
How are your assignments coming along?
I completed your assignments, Professor.
Good. You should be ready to learn Depulso. Let's see what you can do. Concentrate. Do not let your mind
F
wander.
space. F space. Right click. Oh, speaking of wandering. Oh! Do not let your mind wander. Then right away I like
You've
forget
got
to steer
now.
it.
If you'd like to practice,
Revelio.
Oops, wrong button.
perhaps best not to visit your classmates about the halls. I suggest having a go at the enchanted books here.
Oh, I just realized these aren't. I thought these were like the pages that are always. Yeah, they're not. I did see something glowing on the shelf though. Where'd that go?
Revelio.
This. What is that? Oh, it's a lock. I can't wait until it's time to learn that spell. Why are these? Oh, okay. It's just trying to get me to go to A. Guess it doesn't really matter which one. Okay. Let's make as many of these as we can. Because I do not have enough. Excuse me. Let's see, I think the max is 21. I think I'm good on gear. Oh, it doesn't let me go to the menu. I have to like literally stand here while it's doing it. Come on. I should be able to do the menu and do other stuff while I'm waiting for this. That's silly. It's cool, it just appears out of nowhere. Oh, do I not have enough leaves? Looks like I'm adding a dirty cloth in there. Gross. That spoon is definitely not long enough for that pot. Oh, this is one of those egg things. Okay, I was wondering what that was. Like a lava egg.
Complete the tasks I've given you, and then meet me in my classroom to learn Defender.
Oh,
the
good thing
settling
I'm already
charm.
here. That helps.
It's typically used to cut an object, but can be a powerful weapon when needed.
Good to know. Make sure I open this when it actually comes through. Outpost. This is the one, right? Hey! 100 biddies! The dragon says thanks. How are you? Our daughter is out of the room at the moment, walking around the house. Like waiting for her to like call down the stairs. It's hot. How hot is it there right now? It's pretty warm here too, but I can't imagine that's any hotter than where you are. Ooh, that is hot. Yeah, I'm not wearing fluffy socks today. It's warm. Look how good your necklace goes with this shirt. I love it. It's so pretty. Yep. What'd you do to stay cool? Did you go get ice cream or anything? No, it's just hot. Ugh. So weird stirring around dirty, greasy cloth in the water. Did you get a good dinner today? At least. Because I think it was last night? You were saying that you, like, forgot to get dinner? Or was that the night before? You should have gotten some, like, ice cream, like a chocolate shake ice cream, and then, like, dipped the hot fries in the chocolate shake. So good. Or is their ice cream machine broken again? I know last time you said it wasn't broken, but just, it's a run-on joke that usually their machine is broken. Not sure? Okay. Yeah, because you didn't get ice cream, so that makes sense you wouldn't know. Oh, it was last time. Okay. You didn't tell me about that. Makes sense, though. Usually it is broken. Doesn't matter where you are. Anywhere in the United States. It's usually broken. Oh, interesting. I didn't know I could be full. Hang on. This is what I'm going to press. Oh, I guess 12 is the max? Alright then. I thought it was 21. Where'd the teacher go? Oh, there he is.
Professor Sharp, could I ask you about my extra assignments?
Professor Weasley's asked that I give you some assignments to hasten your education. Nothing more to it, really. Once they're completed, return to me, and I shall know that you're ready to learn Diffindo.
Okay. Invisibility potion. Cinder root potion. Ah, okay. Pippin, 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 potion! Hang on, I need to go check on our daughter. She's She's been out of her room for way too long, and the door is still open. And I know the screen isn't frozen. Hang on, which way did potions?
Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
Alright, I'll be right back. Yeah, turns out I was right. She was there sitting on the stairs just watching me play the game. Sneaky. Chair, push it. There we go. Alright, visibility Thunderbrew.
What can I do for you today?
Focus, Thunderbrew, invisibility.
Oh,
Ooh, those are
wise decision.
expensive.
Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Tab. Thunderbrew, invisibility. Okay, so I have them unlocked, but I don't have a way to make them yet.
Here you found a bit of treasure in the forest. Was never one for adventure myself.
Probably gonna need
What
some
can I do for you
ingredients.
today?
Idris. Focus. Focus. Invisibility. Okay.
A wise decision. Thank you.
There goes all my money. Thunderbrew.
A wise decision. Thank you.
Maxima. Thunderbrew.
It would appear that you don't have enough for that.
Well, whoops. Focus. Oh no. Oh, well, I'm doomed.
I hope to see you again.
I
Farewell
didn't
for
plan
now.
that out well. Crap. I need money. I need money, 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 money. Hang on.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions. Have a good look around.
Ah, none of these are unlocked yet.
Very good. Never hurts to keep my stock. I hope to see you again. Farewell for
Acquire and use Thunderbrew against enemies. Gosh dang. Dang. Should have just used my money to get one of each of the potions. Ah! Gosh dang it.
now. What can I do for you today?
Okay, now I'll know for future reference at least. Yeah, it's not enough to get any of those. Just Thunderbrew. Okay, if I can get at least one of
A wise
these.
decision.
Okay,
Thank you.
I should be able to make the potion now.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for
Should
now.
be okay. Okay, it's tempting. Oh, this we definitely need to do. There's no way. Oops. It's all over the place. This will make other stuff so much easier. Like some of the Merlin trials, like you gotta jump on all the stuff. It takes forever.
Everybody grab a broom, and we shall get started. Mr. Clopton, your attention, please.
Sorry, Madam Kagawa.
Everyone, please welcome a new student to our flying class.
Hello.
The goal of today is to remind all of you how to maneuver on a broomstick safely, as broom flight is, first and foremost, a means of transportation. This, I fear, some of you have forgotten. Diving, rolling, and loop-the-loops will not be taught or in fact tolerated in this class. We'll leave that to professional Quidditch players, like the Toyohashi Tengu. Not a fan, I take it? Now, let's see how well everyone kept up with their practice over the summer holidays. For those who need a refresher, step up to your broom, say up firmly and clearly, then kick your leg over and rest your weight on the seat. Up! Thank you. Now, your turn.
It's funny how she said thank you to it, like she was expecting it not to happen.
Stupid ratty school broom.
Up! One leg over, so there's a leg on each side. None of that side saddle nonsense. A gust of wind will throw you right off.
That looks
And
so uncomfortable.
if you hear my whistle while you're in flight, ground yourself at once. Good. Now, for your first lesson, fly through each ring in the courtyard. Do take care. The brooms are school property. I want them returned in one piece.
Oh no, I don't like those controls. Hang on. The only way to go up and down is the control and the space bar. That's not gonna be very fun. Is there a way to go faster? That's really slow.
This is brilliant. Wish I had my own broom.
Nice balance.
Whoop. Oh, is that it?
Well done. Now that you're acclimatized to your broom, Let's see how well you manage with a more advanced exercise, shall we?
Hmm.
This next set of rings will take you around the grounds for more of a challenge.
Is there a way to go faster?
What have you?
It says to hold it.
Nice day for a flight.
Whoop. Excuse me. Oh, apparently I'm allowed to leave school grounds. Okay. There's gotta be a way to go faster.
Ah, the old boathouse. Wish you could have experienced crossing the lake as a first year.
Why? I swam across it earlier. There's gotta be. There we go. I was like, where is that?
Whoa, our aquatic resident likes to make an appearance once in a while.
Lovely.
Made it. Did anyone else see that?
Oh, well done! Have a moment?
Nope. I want to keep playing. Oh, she looks so mad.
I say, I watched you fly through those rings. You seem to handle yourself on that dusty school broom well enough. I'd imagine you're ready for something a bit more challenging. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We haven't properly met. I'm Everett Clopton. Am I right in suspecting that a Gryffindor like you might be interested in a high-flying adventure?
Are we gonna race?
Kagawa seems strict. I wouldn't want to get into trouble.
Kagawa won't even notice. Besides, a bird doesn't learn how to fly by staying in the nest. Follow me.
Too sneaky.
The tour is about to begin. Follow closely now. Right now, we're flying over the Transfiguration Courtyard. Lovely as ever. Let's hope the headmaster isn't having tea by the window today.
Oop.
Nice to get above it all, isn't it? Ahead of the gardens, the Hufflepuff common room windows just peek out. Bit claustrophobic for my taste.
How is Everett flying so quickly?
Here's something handy to know. Lean forward for a burst of speed. Helpful if you need to escape a tricky situation.
Ah, there we go.
That's more like it.
You sure you're not part hippogriff? There's the famous bridge. Think of all the magic holding it up. I mean, look at it. And the owlery. That's a bit of solid architecture, isn't it?
Oh, this is the
Splendid.
Quidditch.
Jaunt around Hogwarts. This is quite the tour, Everett.
No, I want to go over there. Whee.
That's Kagawa's whistle. This concludes our tour. Let's hurry back.
I want to go over here. I wonder if it'll let me. Aw, sad. It's worth a shot.
Dismount here.
Apparently, I just keep going. Oh, come on. Does it have to be exact? Aren't I already as close to the ground as I could get? Let me dismount. I don't know how any more ground level I can get than that, because they won't let me down. I guess we're just gonna stay on the broom forever. Oh, that's at the top. Okay, B for...
And where have you two been?
Oh, hello, Professor. We were trying to get a bit of extra practice in.
Hefty points will be taken from each of you for not following my instructions. Mr. Clopton, I'm disappointed in you. You're in this class because you're still not showing yourself, or frankly, your broom, the proper respect.
But, Professor...
Enough. Class is finished for the day. As for you, you do well to use better judgment in the future.
It didn't give me a choice. I said no.
Chin up. That was some rather good flying.
Sorry about that business with Kagawa, but you have to admit, those views were worth it.
Perhaps, but we did get in trouble, and Kagawa could hold it against us.
Rotten luck, that. I didn't think she'd see us. But it's no matter. You seem at home on a broom. Bet if you had a fancy model, you could fly laps around Imelda. She's Kagawa's favorite. I could show her a thing or two if I had my own broom. Hate having to return the school broom after class.
Perhaps I'll have to purchase a broom then.
If you can, you should. Wish I could. I recommend visiting Albie Weeks at Spintwitches in Hogsmeade. He's always looking to test new models. I'll keep an eye out for you in the sky.
Woot woot. That means... There we go.
I've not forgotten about our library venture. How did you fare? If you're keen for some illicit spell practice, meet me outside the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom. I know a discreet place near there.
Good to know. Ooh, the room of requirements.
7th floor corridor as soon as you can. I have an idea for somewhere you can focus on your studies, away from prying eyes and distractions.
That's the last time I have a potion idea that I...
There we go. Hang on, why is it not leading me to... Gonna lead me to the same spot. But that's not showing up on the map. Why is that not showing up on the map? There, that should fix it. Or not. Oh my goodness gracious.
Now, was it 2 pinches of Angelica or 3?
Oops. Knocking stuff over. Oh, I don't have a shriveling fruit. Crap. Closer. Probably this one. This is gonna help with making some of those potions, that's for sure.
I think I'll miss you.
Really?
I shan't miss you.
Oh, stop.
I guess I should have done the astrology tower after all.
Professor Weasley? Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
She looks all giddy.
What is this place? This is the Room of Requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need. But you've managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor?
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it.
the random chairs.
There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess.
I could just set it on fire.
This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as these chairs and other things here in the room. I suggest you practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Oh, shoot, this one's more complicated. Mouse space F. Mouse.
Splendid. Now, cast Evanesco on those chairs.
Do I not? I do have it. Okay.
Excellent work. You'll note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Revelio.
Is that... Goodness. My old school.
That's funny.
I wondered where that had got to. Can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a quick look at this. Give you an opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Deke.
Yes, Professor.
Dear me. Can't you keep it down? Some of us are trying to rest. Revelio.
Oh.
Revelio.
Whoa. Hey. What? No fair. You let me jump up that box, but not this one? It does not want me going that way. Alright then. Hey! Okay, I honestly didn't know I could do that. That's awesome. Sweet. Okay.
Revelio. Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's a... you worthless pile of tin.
Oh, poor thing.
Revelio.
That's funny. Hang on, I saw... There's something over here I think I could have interacted with. Hang on. Won't let me jump on it. Okay, so let me destroy some things, but not everything. Oh, that only works for some things, it seems. Okay.
Revelio.
Ooh, pretty. Whee!
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Leviosa. Revelio. What was that? Was that a golden snitch?
Whee! Oh, poor thing's just hanging around in here.
Perhaps you should summon your wits and find out.
Very funny. Guess you're supposed to go under this time.
Revelio.
it's not. It's not letting me interact with it.
I hope that house elf can find us in here. Revelio.
Oh, I was hoping it would like break through it. It's not. Let's try this.
Incendio.
Oops. Hmm. It should be letting me jump over that. Okay. Character seems stuck. Hmm.
Incendio.
Oh, hey, that kind of worked. Almost. Nope. I see the snitch over there.
Reparo.
Nope.
Lumos. Expelliarmus. Levioso.
It's a Quidditch ball. Come on, lower just a little bit. Seems like it was a one-time thing.
Incendio.
Okay, so it seems to let me jump up this way. There's so many things from the first movie here. Make you fall? Almost. It just goes back to where it was. Nope. Nope. Ah.
Repair.
Nope. Oh no, I knew that was gonna happen. Let's see if we can straighten you out. Nope. Guess it's stuck forever. think it's supposed to let me over this, but it's like glitching. Like moving just at the right time. It's not gonna let me. Hey, thank you. Hey, that put you up to 200 now. Boop, boop, boop. You got any hints for that part? Have you already done the room of requirement? Because I am just trying to get the golden snitch and then I'm good. Aw, I miss you too. Is there a game you want to try playing together? I know this one isn't very, multiplayer. Unless we could figure out how to get the mod on here. Ugh. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be able to go through here. Laying in bed sounds so nice.
Revelio.
Mysterious. Ah! He's throwing stuff.
Yikes, careful.
Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need.
I want to get the
close your
snitch.
eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Bear with me. Don't freak out. I'm closing the game out for a second because I want to see if I can refresh it and go back. I want to get the snitch. Hopefully it'll let me go back. Hopefully it's not too late. Okay, it seems like you're not supposed to get the snitch. It's just supposed to like guide you to those boxes. Oh, it seems like all I have to do is Accio. I already did that. Why was it giving me all the boxes to like interact with them? It's weird. Hopefully it puts me back over there.
Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. In this video we are going through how you can get your hands on the chest that is shown to you by the golden snitch when you are making your way into or through the room of requirement. Unfortunately, you cannot get your hands on the golden snitch. It's just sitting there to wind you up, and that's its entire purpose in the game at the moment. There could be DLC or something in the future, we don't know, but for now it's just there to tease you. At first, this chest is a little bit tricky, but once you understand it, it's actually quite simple. And just quickly before we do jump into this, I would appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video. It really helps me out, and if you want more Hogwarts Legacy content, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn notifications on so that you are updated when I release a video. So this little puzzle, I recommend you have Repulso. I think you should have it at this point. And we're going to split up the rooms. We've got the right hand side where there's a box on its own where you can crawl through the little passageway. Then we have the room on the left, which is where the golden snitch is sitting. What you need to do is use Accio and pull the box out of the room on the right hand side. Just get it out of the way, you don't need it whatsoever. Then in the left room, what you need to do is push the box away from where it starts. And basically you need to get that box out of the way so that you can get a clear line of sight on the box where the chest is sitting underneath the golden snitch. And then what you need to do is use Accio and go in the right side room through the passageway, pull the box with the chest towards you, and then you can simply just open the chest and get the item inside. It's a piece of gear, so it's going to be a waste of time and everything for some people, but it's a part of the game, the exploration, the puzzles and everything like that, so I thought I'd do a quick video to cover it. And that is going to do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts and stuff about Hogwarts Legacy in the comments, and check out this video if you want to see other content on the channel. I will see you in the next one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for watching. Welcome back to Golden Snitch. When you are making, you cannot, could be DLC or something, but once you understand it, it's actually quite release a video. So this little puzzle, I recommend you have Repulso. I think you should have it at this point. And we're going to split up the rooms. We've got the right hand side where there's a box on its own where you can crawl through the little passageway. Then we have the room on the left, which is where the golden snitch is sitting. What you need to do is use Accio and pull the box out.
Okay. I pretty much already did that last time. This time I can't see the boxes. Where are they? Ah, there they are. Okay. Come to mama. Okay, so it's a little simpler than I was making it out to be. Alright, now we're ready to go.
Yikes! Careful!
Ah,
Wait right there. Deke will come to you. Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here.
That would be so
Is
fun.
this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
He sounds like me. Anytime there's like new stuff appearing somewhere in like a church closet or whatever, I was always like making sure it's super organized and where it should have been.
To benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. The Room of Requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any map. Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deep-seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time
Why
to
did she look so
focus
mad for a
on what
second?
you need.
Actually
Just
terrified.
Close your eyes. Imagine the room precisely as you need it. The room will do the rest.
Even with people inside it, isn't that kind of dangerous? In the book, didn't you step out first and then step back in? Whee! Pretty.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look forward to seeing what you do with the space. Ah, and it seems the room has provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing. One should always understand the effects of anything in which one is clothed.
Num num num. That'd be funny if, like, the same thing you're feeding the dragon, I could feed myself. Just have, like, a steak right here. Here out of nowhere, like the Room of Requirement. That'd be nice.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified. The desk
Random
will be
shovel.
an invaluable resource.
Oh, that's weird. Normally it does it by itself. Work? Work? Oh. Oops. Are they both the same? I guess they're the same. How do I get up to the balcony, though? Apparently not.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you.
What did I do that all these professors, like, favor me so much?
Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Ooh. The pig. Oh, I don't need another one. Tacos! Are you hungry for some taco? Ooh, pretty. Aww, I love you too. That's the first time I've ever heard it say anything, because last time we were trying it out, it wasn't working. So that was cute. Oh, I understand. Cool. That was cute.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
He is pretty awesome. I like him.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that.
Oh, excuse
It
me.
would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student.
Said that already.
Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
Ooh, cool pot. Unfortunately, can't make that. Oh wait, but I wonder. Oh, did it not let me keep it? But I still used the resources? Oh no! Oh, that's not cool. Oh, I see. Okay, as soon as I used it, then it filled back up. Okay, so it did work. Okay. Okay, wait, hang on. The name... Where's the one I needed? Shrivelfig? Oof, 8 minutes. That's gonna be way too long to wait. Oh, I want to speak to him, though.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
Well, I've definitely gathered enough.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking.
Like
Why don't you
200
try
something.
it on the walls and floor?
The walls and the floor? I already have that. Oh, cool. Pretty. I don't think I want to use Moonstone for any of these things, though. Oh, these are the pictures from earlier. Oops. There's the chair from earlier. This chair is awesome. The red chair. Is there a dragon one? That's the one I want. Cute. Hang on, when can I unlock these? Oh, I gotta purchase. Okay. Ooh, it's gonna take a while for me to get enough money for all this stuff. Okay, looks like most of it's from Tombs and Scrolls. He's doing so much. His efforts. Oh, I don't have any of these. Wish there was a dragon one. Oh dang, this thing's big. Why is it so big? Oh, I do not need two. We're good.
Professor, I have some questions about conjuration.
Yes?
Actually, I don't think I have any questions.
I'm here if you do.
Oh no, I gotta do 5 decorations? This thing's huge! Five wall decorations. 5 floor decorations. I should have chosen something smaller. Gosh dang. It's not as big as I was expecting it to be. Oh no, I ain't doing a bunch of the same thing. No thank you. Oh, interesting. With the lion crest, I was just assuming it was gonna be like all the houses, but I guess not. Oh, come on. That would have been a great spot right there. Doesn't give me very options. Come on, like right there would have been great. Actually, wait, I want to move that. Is it too late to move it? Ew, that doesn't go well. What? This would be a great spot. So picky. And here I thought I had the whole world. Oh, interesting. Well, let me put stuff on top of it. Well, I don't want it then. That's gonna look silly. Deke, what are you doing? Really don't want to be any closer than that. Apparently not. Ooh, pretty. Why can't it go up against the wall? Oh, that's a tiny picture. Why is this so tiny?
Shall we move on?
Oh, I didn't say to keep growing it. Apparently there's nothing I can do about that. Alright then.
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell.
Let's see. F space right click.
Just aim your wand at any conjured item and altering spell to customize it.
It's weird for two different spells. I can adjust the size? Oh, it's so tiny now. Can I make it bigger? No? Okay. Apparently it doesn't get smaller than that. Oh. Alright. Cool. Ooh, not the pink. Definitely. This one's the prettiest one, honestly. The default. Ooh. It's good enough. Hey, wait a second. I changed the color. Why didn't that one count? Alter the style. Oops. Okay, that should have been enough to, like... It's not. Yeah, it's forcing me to, like... It's giving me different, quests, so to say. I have definitely already changed the color of these items. So it's kind of silly it's not letting me. Look, I can change the size. It's huge now. Ta-da! Or I can make it itty bitty. Okay, that should have worked. Why is that not counting it? Oh, it's only letting me do this one. I don't have any other choices. All the rest are locked. They are cool, though. Okay, looks like it won't let me change the color of an item for that one. Well, let me change most of the stuff. Looks like most of it's locked. Does this one match? No, this one's still kind of brown. Oops. There we go. Oh, well, let me change most of these. Oh, there's a picture back here. I didn't want that there. Why are you not letting me take that away? There we go. Goodness gracious. It's only letting me change the color. There we go. Now it finally worked. Okay. Woohoo.
Nicely done.
There we go. Now it should
You're
finally
ready
work.
for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony.
No, not again. Unless it says new design, because it'll finally let me change stuff. Were they unlocked now? Oh, they're unlocked now. This one kind of reminds me the tiled bathroom in that Victorian house we used to live at.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think?
Ambiance.
Would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Where are you? Oh, there you are.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Not sure if this is the right move, but we'll see where it goes. Oh, no, I don't like it. Go back.
Quite a difference.
No kidding. It makes everything
Of
look
course,
so much
you
older.
needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
No, change it back. I like the sunlight. That's cool. Oh, there's more rooms. Oh, no. This might take a while. Shoot, it opened up 2 more rooms.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to practice spellcasting. If you'd like to customize the space further, you can use these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
I need it to look like daytime. I need it to look like daytime. Deke, change it back.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Yeah, the warm and cozy was best. I am curious about these other ones, though.
I would like the room to feel as if it's being lit by the moon.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Everything sounds perfect. Ooh, maybe I will keep it for that one. That's pretty. That actually looks really pretty.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'm curious about the dark and mysterious one, though.
I'd like the room to feel mysterious and eerie.
Haunted house.
As if I'm in the Forbidden Forest, surrounded by shadows.
So creepy.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Interesting. Kind of a mix between the green and the moonlit one. Yeah. It doesn't look mysterious. It just looks dismal and dusty. I don't like that one. Let's go back to the moonlight.
About changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to be warm and comfortable, as if I'm floating inside a mug of butterbeer.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Floor doesn't go with the rest of it. Ooh. It's got like creepy death stuff on it though. Maybe not. That's more Slytherin looking. We'll keep it at this one. Warm and sunny. Perfect. Perfection. Ooh. Interesting. Oh, it's tiki room. The gothic is pretty. Scientific. Interesting. I don't know if that's really the word I would use, but it's pretty. Yeah. Oops. Oops. No, 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 no. That was an accident. Interesting that I put my camera over here. Weird. Oh, it changed both of them. It didn't change this one, though. Whoa. Hang on, I need to like back up so I can actually see that. I don't think I'm gonna like this next one. Okay, it's not as bad as I was thinking. The last one had like a tiki man over it. It's kind of weird. Hmm. Kind of like the warm look better. I don't know if I'd call that scientific though, but okay. Is it a dragon or a bat up there? Oh, come on. It should be working. Oops. Oh, I keep doing that. I think I'm trying to do that, like... I think I'm trying to decorate. It's harder to select just... There we go. Pretty. Oh, more Gothic chairs. Thought these actually go okay. The table's kind of funky. I don't know if I like that. It's pretty blue. I guess those go okay. Alright. So we'll end there for today. Ugh, stretch. Ugh. Ooh. Is there anyone particularly you guys would like me to raid to? Let's see who's available. Looks like... Okay. So we'll go over to Rowan's stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Thursday, I will not be streaming. So just, I'll remind you again tomorrow. But just Thursday, I will not be streaming. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys. There's an ad happening right now. Oh, it's a long ad. Okay, it's almost done. So close. And done. Okay. Alright. Have fun, guys. Bye.